Hello everyone, and welcome back to the 101 Dalmatians challenge here in Sims 3 with all expansion packs and quite a bit of custom content. And we are back at the Radcliffe Dearly Farm, huzzah! And we are also back to training Basil. So I don't know about you guys. Oh my goodness, Basil, good job! You're learning how to play dead. But I don't know about you guys, but I am definitely ready to see some progress on adding more puppies into our challenge. So I want to see more Dalmatian puppies born, and in trying to get to that point, I've had to think about what kind of special rules. Meredith, don't pee on your brother. If you have to go to the restroom, for crying out loud, child, then go use the restroom. And she also wants to do her homework. What is this about? I don't even know why she's like just sitting next to him going, I have to pee. All right, we'll have her go ahead and use the restroom. But we want to breed Basil. Basil is our generation 2 heir to the Dalmatian side of the family tree here in the Radcliffe Dearly family. And we want to get him his multicolored, multi-spotted, alien genetically modified Dalmatian dog mate. That's something we've been planning for a very, very long time in our series to kind of tie in aliens with both branches of the family. With our Sim branch, we have little Lyra, who is actually half alien. Her father was Roger, who has vanished with Anita. They disappeared eons and eons ago, and who knows if they'll be back. I'm pretty sure they will be, but not just yet. Oh my gosh, Lyra, what are you doing in there? Lyra! I've never had a kid try to blow the treehouse up before, so I'm slightly concerned about this. But we already have aliens, having made a huge presence in our family before with coming, and we say that we sell the aliens to, we sell the dogs, not the aliens. We sell all of our Dalmatians who we breed to the aliens as exotic special animals that they take really good care of and they really care about. So that's a good thing. Let's see, let's go ahead and clear that out. What are you doing, Lyra? Are you gonna go swing? Okay, she's gonna go swing. But yeah, so clearly we have aliens in the family. We've already got aliens here. We've got all sorts of meteors scattered all through the yard. You guys know this by now. If you've been following the Radcliffe Dearly family, we've been friends with aliens, and that's kind of our goal. Is we say that all of these Dalmatians that we breed up, that we're not going to keep in the family and we sell, we say that we sell them to the intergalactic markets to go as really revered, carefully taken care of, wonderfully beloved alien pets for the aliens. So they come from planet Earth and they're just really highly regarded, and we want to bring that alien touch into our Dalmatian line because we've already had about 20 Dalmatians where it's just your typical black, white, and occasional liver spotted like Basil. And so we're trying to shake things up a little bit by bringing in some new colors, and that's why we're actually going to have Lyra's mother, her alien mother, give her a genetically modified Dalmatian who's going to be like rainbow colored, like probably I'm thinking black with white spots, or white with rainbow colors, or black with rainbow colors. Let me know what you guys think should be chosen as Basil's mate. But yeah, we're gonna have weirdly colored dogs after this, at least on this side of things. But what do I mean by that? These aren't going to be the only dogs we're breeding eventually. We're also going to have these stray dogs from the rescue center that Terry and Tisha are going to open up. We've talked about that. Yay, Meredith is doing her homework in front of her brother. Meredith, I really hope you didn't like pee on the floor over here, because this puddle wasn't this big before. Oh, it's clogged. She just clogged it up. All right. And look, Terry's already like, oh, I want to repair it. I think that she must have come out and be like, I clogged it. And now she's sitting down doing her homework. And Terry's like, okay, well, I'm training Basil, but I guess I'll have to upgrade that thing, so maybe it'll never clog again. That'll be good, Terry. You need more mechanical skills. But yeah, so we're going to have the Dalmatian dogs born. I'm just really eager to have more puppies. And that's where this whole speech started. I'm so sorry, you guys. Let me just finish my thought before we dash off into another spot talking about the pet rescue. But I like the challenge of not just breeding our dogs helter-skelter, so we turn into some sort of pseudo-puppy mill. What we really do is we are now making it so we will only breed dogs who are fully trained. So Basil has to be fully trained and his mate has to be fully trained before we'll allow them to have puppies. And then we will also use a random generator to determine how many litters of puppies a female dog is capable of having before we need to move to the next generation and take like one of her children and and use them as the next heir. And we will also make it so that we have to wait until the puppies from the previous litter have grown up into adult dogs before we breed for new puppies. So some limitations that I kind of made up for myself, they're a bit different from the limitations listed in the video description from the original challenge that we started over a year ago now. Isn't that amazing? And that's just to kind of give us a pace, so we have a chance to bond with all of the animals. We have a chance to really see their personalities, and we're not just pushing out puppies just to make the numbers happen. I want to just reach 101 Dalmatians kind of through the natural progression of the storyline, and making sure we're only breeding the dogs who are 100% trained, because to me that's a very responsible thing to do. And that we're only breeding the dogs who are healthy, and we're not breeding them too much. So we're not making like a female dog have 6 litters, for example. I think we're going to roll a random generator to allow anywhere from 1 to 4 litters. And then the random generator will decide how many litters that female dog's capable of having before we need to move to the next generation. So there's my little spiel on kind of like updates that I'm going to be doing for our challenge. Did you really just learn? Yes! Yes! We're so much closer. Basil now knows how to play dead, you guys. Oh, I'm so happy. Terry, don't stop. You're on a roll right now. Here, go ahead and give him a belly rub. And then maybe give him a little brush. Okay, I think we just learned how to play dead, so we're going to brush the dirt out of his fur. And then we just have one more trick. He just needs to learn to roll over, and then we can get the new dog. Yes, go for it. But yeah, so I know that was a little confusing. I might list it in my Google Documents, and I'm thinking about making a new Tumblr actually, and using that as like a Symblr to show all of the stories and screenshots and kind of little behind the scenes stories for the Radcliffe Dearly family, and also providing downloads so in the future you guys can actually adopt the dogs that they have, or the other animals that they have. We'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, a lot of new changes for the Radcliffe Dearly family and how we're going to breed the dogs. Like I said, it's no longer really a challenge, it's more of a legacy, but I love it that way. And I'm also trying to make it, oh, they're so happy. They really have a great bond together. Because I want to have a chance to know all of the dogs' personalities and really watch the Sims' personalities. Basil, what are you doing? You're so funny. And not just force the dogs to like pop puppies out just for the sake of being like, yay, puppies. We're going to kind of just go and reach 101 Dalmatians at a natural pace following the stories. Plus, I mean, just look at this. Look at this. And we're only going to breed the dogs who are like fully trained, because I think you would only want to buy purebred dogs from somebody who clearly has a dog that has won awards and has lots of great attention. And actually, I need your guys' ideas. Please help me with this. I really want to make it so that we can kind of put our dogs in some sort of dog show. There's not a dog show in Sims 3. There's trick exhibitions. There we go. There's trick expeditions. No, I'm saying it wrong. Exhibitions. There we go. What are you doing, Basil? That you can do. Oh, and we need to take care of Tobias. All right. Oh, and Tisha's already on it. We don't even have to worry about this. But there are tricks that you can do, like trick shows that you can do with the dogs, but they don't really give you a reward or anything, I don't think. So I was thinking, are you feeling stir crazy? He's feeling stir crazy from not leaving the house. Well, you need to focus on training Basil. Come on, buddy. Come on, focus on training Basil. Okay, you know what? How about we have him walk Basil? I think he and Basil are kind of feeling like they need a bit of a break. So he doesn't want to pee anywhere yet. Let's go ahead and we're going to have him trick exhibition. Yeah, that. You can apparently do things with him. I'm going to have him go for a walk, though, to a nearby park just so they can get out of the house together and maybe focus on finishing up this training. We now own this lot, by the way. What is this lot called? Mumaker Pond. I think we'll go ahead and have him walk here. His mom actually enjoyed walking there back when Anita was still with us, for clearing her head every now and then when she just needed to get away from the kids, which wasn't too often. So can we take him to Mumaker Pond? And we're just going to focus on these two for a second. Sorry if this is a little more talky. It's because we're doing some new things. Oh my goodness. Hey. Why don't you have the thing? Okay, let's go to O'Leary Falls then. Maybe that'll be a nice long distance, but let's get out of here. We're going to make sure he's not feeling so stir crazy. And I'm sure Tisha's got everything. Yeah, Tisha's feeding the baby. We'll be fine. All right, so we'll watch the dog, man and his best friend, go on a wonderful walk. Basil and Terry will head on a walk. But yeah, so there's our new rules. we are only going to breed fully trained dogs, and that'll actually make us have to wait before breeding a lot of our dogs, so we're not breeding them too young, like as soon as they turn into adults. We are only going to breed females a certain number of times, and we'll roll a random generator to determine how often we'll breed her. They're BFFs! Yay! Basil and Terry are now BFFs. Oh, that makes me happy. And yeah, so that'll help with not overbreeding a female and not making it feel like a puppy mill. And then we are only going to breed for new puppies after... Oh, I didn't know they did that. I didn't know when you take your dogs on a walk, they'll stop to use the restroom. Did it? And it did improve his bladder. Oh, that's hilarious. I've actually never seen that happen. And we are only going to breed for puppies after some puppies grow up. Because like I said, I don't want to make this a puppy mill. And it's not really so much a challenge anymore. But I do want to make realistic steps that have to happen before we breed up the... Oh my gosh. They'll even stop and like wait at the crosswalks. This is kind of cool. Basil, where are you going? Okay, we're going this way now. Wow, it takes a little while to go on a walk. Maybe we'll... Like, okay, he's almost done being stir crazy, so we might just say we took a walk around the farm and then go back in a second. That's hilarious. See, we've got Dalmatians just running around all over the place here. It's pretty awesome. But I did want to make some sort of challenge guidelines so that we weren't just, like I said, making a puppy mill, and so that they were realistic challenges. Like if I was going to have dogs that I bred, and my uncle used to have dogs that he bred Labradors. He only bred the Labradors who won shows and who were in peak of health, and his females usually only had 2 litters, and then he was done. No matter how good of moms they were, no matter how beautiful they were, he always made it so that if he was breeding his animals, the females only bred a few times. So that's kind of what I was thinking. I just wanted to make it so that it made sense. The challenges made sense. But I also want Basil to hurry up and get his mate, because he needs to have some adorable puppies. And we will be focusing on keeping a constant flow of the puppies. It's just going to be like every time... Oh, hey, Meredith! It's just going to be like every time we start with a new breeding pair, it's going to take us a little while because we have to breed up, or we have to train up the breeding pair. So, oh my goodness, that was definitely way too much ramble. I am very sorry about that. I just wanted to kind of clarify all of those things since it's a bit of a shift in how I'm doing the challenge. And it also lets you guys know to expect puppies pretty soon. We only have to teach Basil how to roll over. That's not going to be too much work. We're going to get there, you guys. Yes, I'm so excited. And well, then we have to teach all of the tricks to his mate. So again, there's a bit of a startup whenever you have a new dog. But I think that's reasonable because, or a new breeding pair, but I think that's reasonable because you have to train your breeding pair and you have to teach them all their tricks, and you have to make sure that they're certified. Oh, and that's what I wanted to ask you guys. So if we're going to have dog shows, how do you think we can host dog shows? So we can actually maybe like take pictures of the dogs who win and maybe get some sort of medal. Maybe there's some sort of like dog show medal download item I could find, or maybe there's something. What are you doing, Allison? For shame! That's the deck! That's the deck, lady! But maybe there's some sort of... Perdita, what are you doing? What's going on up here? Why are all of our dogs stuck? I think that there's something wrong with these stairs and I need to fix it. So, oh my goodness. We need to get everybody down from here. I don't even know what's going on. Terry, you may be trapped forever. Meredith, are you trapped up here? Did you somehow... I think these two somehow became trapped up here, and he wants to play catch with his sister, and everybody is a little stir crazy from not leaving the house, so we'll have to take care of that. But, oh my goodness. Yeah, we're going to have more puppies. We're going to have more puppies. It's just going to be that our breeding pair kind of takes a bit to get set up. And then the dog show. So there's only trick exhibitions. Oh my goodness gracious, Siri. There aren't competitions like you can do for horses where you can win medals and trophies and things like that. But I would love to at least have maybe a custom content dog trophy or a medal that we could say is for the dogs winning dog shows. And I would love if there was some way that we could have them win dog shows. So I was thinking we could do anything from just hosting the trick things and using a random generator to maybe like having a set of tricks that they have to do perfectly and not ignore us, to maybe making it so that we can say we enter the dog show and I pick I pick like a few traits. Like I pick 3 things that we have Basil do, or 3 adjectives to describe him, and then I make a straw poll, and you guys will vote from a bigger list of the 3 adjectives or the 3 traits that the judges were really looking for that time. And then he'll earn a certain number of points depending on like if I guess the adjectives that you guys end up picking on the straw poll. So I think that would be kind of fun. I would pick them before making the straw poll. So I would make like a little list of adjectives, say 12 adjectives. I would pick 3 or 4 of them. And then however, like if he has, maybe he could have a chance of getting more adjectives if he has a special, like if he has one of the challenge things done. Okay, let me try to explain this again. I'm sorry. I'm so excited because I'm actually making it up as I'm talking. But say we had a little list of adjectives to describe dogs, like bold, confident, timid, all sorts of different adjectives, and I have a list of 12 of them. And normally I can pick from 3 or 4 of those. So let's say 3, for instance. And I would pick 3 of those adjectives, and then I would list all of them in a big straw poll, and you guys would pick 3 of those to be the main things that you would think the judges are looking for in a dog. And if all of you guys picked bold and then I picked bold, then he would get those points. And if I matched up all of your guesses with, say, like the top 5 traits, if I match up those, then we could say he wins. Okay, that sounds really confusing, but I hope you have some sort of idea of what I mean. Because then say I pick like 3 adjectives that aren't voted as the top 5 or the top 6 adjectives for winning. And the higher I match it, like if I pick the top 3, then boom, gold star, the dog wins. If I only pick 1 or 2 of the adjectives, then maybe he has an honorable mention, or maybe he just gets like a silver or a bronze medal. But I thought that would be really fun. So what do you think about doing something like that, where we sort of make straw polls and we sort of do something a little bit more interactive with dog shows? That's just a potential of something we could do in the future. And I was thinking about that. Oh no, and Chance and his new wife are fighting yet again. I don't know why poor Tisha's family just can't get along for 2 seconds. I'm so glad she's not with them anymore. But those are things I was thinking about because I would really love to come over here into this lot. And what we're going to do is half of it's going to be devoted to like dog training areas. It's going to have hopefully what look like dog agility runs, play areas. We're going to put tons of toys out here. It's going to look kind of like the official agility training grounds, especially if I can find a conversion from The Sims to Pet Stories. Oh my goodness, here comes another alien. For real? And now we have an alien visiting. Is that Suez? Oh my gosh. All right, Terry, sorry. You need to get down here and you need to come and greet this alien. It's kind of your thing to do. Oh my goodness. Is this somebody new, or is that Zolanda? Is Zolanda the one he met? Yeah. So it seems like Terry is actually getting to meet with a whole new alien compared to his dad. So his dad met with Suez, and now Terry is meeting with Zolanda. She's kind of walking like she's an elder. I'm really hoping that's the case, so she doesn't try to impregnate Terry at some future point. So she's here to do trading with him. Not to mention the stones. I need to show you guys the gemstones too. But I got distracted talking about potential dog shows. So ideas from you Simmers on how you could host dog shows if it's been done before, even if you have to use like random generators, or we set up some sort of cool straw poll that you guys can help me decide on if we were able to win or not. And maybe we can only host it like once or twice a month. Who knows? I am totally... Let's talk about dogs. Can we talk about dogs? Watch this. No. What about special? Loves the outdoors. Let's enthuse about the outdoors, I guess, because it's a beautiful night. And then friendly, ask about career. We could ask her about her career and then just chat. So he is forming a relationship with the aliens as well. He does want to be her friend. And I think that's because Terry knows he needs to sell the dogs to the wider alien market. And he also needs to sell the gemstones that they harvest at the farm, because a lot of the gemstones, like the Tiberium, turn out to be pretty darn special. So yeah, and I have a fancy new area for the Tiberium. But before I talk about that, just to wrap it up, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. This is all about dog shows today, and we're not really diving into what the Sims are doing. But just if you guys have ideas on how to host the dog shows, let me know. Also, we'll look at the Tiberium pile in just a second. Hang on. Because the other thing I want to do, other than like hosting the dog shows, is having like a museum over here where we can have kind of like a hall of puppy fame for the dogs that we've had, for all of our heirs to the Dalmatian challenge, to all of the things that the dogs find. We could make it into like a really beautiful museum, maybe show off a lot of those things, a lot of the things they've dug up. And we could have the medals. Like if we can come up with some sort of dog show medal or some sort of dog show ribbons, it would be really fun to be able to put those up and decorate them inside of the museum, and also to show how official and how well cared for all of the Dalmatians of our challenge have been. Kind of to, again, justify that we deserve to be selling our dogs, because you don't want to be a puppy farm. You want to be something very reputable, especially intergalactically reputable. So there's that. Oh my goodness, look, the sparkly is above us because she's here, and so she's sparkly. Oh, I forgot how the aliens will do that. That's so fun. I hope she's not here to abduct the cows. That would be a little awkward. And don't forget, the other thing we're going to do with this area is we are going to make it into an animal rescue. So someone had a great idea of having Tisha, who's sound asleep right now, missing all the alien fun, set up like a produce stand over here with a whole bunch of different vegetables and fruits that we could sell. And we would say that produce stand is so that she can sell high quality produce and high quality yummy vegetable goods for the rodents, for like the guinea pigs, for the little rats, for the chinchillas, for the birds, for all of the minor pets. So she's going to run a little produce stand that's going to sell like specialty gourmet food for animals. I think that's what Tisha is going to learn how to do, because she has been trying in her own special way to learn that cooking skill so that she can do her best. So she might start learning how to do fishing so she can like make gourmet cat food or like gourmet hawk food or things like that. So I could see her running a little section over here where she sells special foods for the animals. And I think you can even make gourmet dog food or horse chow or something like that. So that'll be something we look into. I don't think that's going to be like a recipe that is in her skill journal, is it? Is there really like, there's turkey. What? Fish pet food? Like, wait, is that like for actual, wait, what? Chicken pet food, beef pet food. I think that's pet food. Wait a second. You can actually make different flavored pet foods? Okay. What? Tisha would definitely, horse granola. She would definitely be making these things, you guys. That's so cool. So yeah, Tisha would be running her little pet food thing over here. And so she would have a bunch of minor pets for people to be able to come and adopt. And it would be like a little minor pet rescue. And we would also have a cat, dog, and horse rescue at the back. And we would set it up so that Terry would be able to train the animals that they rescue, and maybe reverse, like we could do something special, some special event or task to change whatever their negative traits are into positive ones. And then once they're fully trained, or at least partially trained, and like they don't have any bad traits, we've changed them to positive ones through doing something special, then we could put them up for adoption for you guys, so that on that Simbler, aka a tumbler that's going to be dedicated to our Sims that I'm thinking about making, I could put them there and you guys could adopt them and then send in pictures, and it could be like, here is like Fluffy Joe, the very angry cat, who is no longer angry. He's no longer hostile. He's very friendly, and he's up for adoption. You guys have adopted him. So those are some of the many plans that I have for this series. I'm so sorry that I spent the entire time just talking about that, but there's so many things I need you guys' help with, because I realized when I was trying to think about what to do for Basil, and how, okay, are you stuck upstairs again? No, she's not. But I was trying to think about what to do for Basil and how to breed him. And it occurred to me, when we build the new museum, I really want to make it so that we can earn medals. So I need your guys' help on coming up with dog shows. And I did have to come up with a new set of challenges for myself before we start breeding the dogs again, because the old ones, they were a little bit too focused on churning out puppies just really quickly with no point. And I want to make sure that if we do breed our dogs, they're fully trained, and we really try to show that we're thinking of the dog's welfare first, by not breeding our females too much and not breeding them before their puppies grow up into adults. So those are some of the challenges, and I feel a lot more comfortable with breeding the dogs as a result now. And apparently we're eating leftover cake instead of talking to the alien. Would you at least invite the woman inside then? And then you can invite her in to have some cake, and then also take care of your toddler baby brother. So we will actually focus on the Sims and again Basil next time, and try to get him trained and try to make our Sims happy. And I don't think anyone turned in their homework, so we're going to have poor Tisha run around and chase after the girls about their homework. But we'll do all that next time. So sorry about all the ramble about the pet shows. Oh yeah, and then next time I will also show you, this is kind of like another sneak peek, I'll show you the wonders of our brand new little cave system that we've set up over here to have sort of a fun spot to store the Tiberium. So yeah, ramble about dog shows. So sorry. I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.